realize this all the time. They're following you. So profiling, if I hear somebody talk about profiling, when they're following you from casinos, they're following you from high-end stores, they're following you from dinner to the Walmart. Some men are literally lurking the streets, following people around town. Think about that. And it wasn't like that before 2020. I mean, listen, man, I cover this stuff. I cover this stuff coast to coast. Get in the trenches with this stuff, man. 6,500 videos in. It wasn't like this before 2020. Maybe you have a case of that here. This is what they do now. This is part of it. They follow photographers around, people doing work with cameras so they can steal their cameras so they can shoot their little rap videos with it. This is what you're dealing with now. And I don't want to hear nothing about profiling. If I'm somewhere and people looking at me funny, listen, I know it's some men following people around everywhere. So this is a glider. And his daughter's a glider too. Listen, bro. If every business in these cities had to check up on everybody who was shot in their parking lot or in front of their business, they'd have to hire a whole new division just for that. You're expecting too much. They don't care, man. They're running a business, man. If you care, find out who your DA is. Find out what his record is on prosecuting violent criminals. Find out who the judges in your town are. Find out what their record is on judiciating cases. Find out who your mayor is, who your city councilman is. What are they doing? What's going on in your city with the crime? Are the police defunded? Is it cash bail eliminated? Is shorter sentences? Is, all this BS about racist and criminal justice system, institutional racism in the criminal justice system? Look what these guys are doing. They're following people all around town. Of course, they're the most people in jail. Of course, when you go to the city jail, you're going to see more of them than anybody else.
Carjacked while running into a grocery store is sharing his story. Jeff Jones stopped at the Uptown Kowalski's on Hennepin Avenue last Friday when a group of teens confronted him. One had a gun. As he told Reg Chapman, the age of the suspects was not only disturbing, but distracting.
It's been almost a week since Jeff Jones was carjacked, and he is still trying to process all that happened.
I think I'm still in shock.
It was...
So a super woke glider from Minneapolis is shocked that he was carjacked. Let that sink in.
It's been almost a week since Jeff Jones was carjacked, and he is still trying to process all that happened.
I think I'm still in shock.
It was Friday evening around 8 p.m. He ran to the Kowalski's to pick up a few items.
Halfway between my car and the front door of Kowalski's, kind of cutting across the parking lot, this car pulls in, screeching to a halt, blocking my path to the entrance, and these three kids jump out, one holding a gun, and just start screaming at me, give me your keys, give me your keys.
Jones says it was hard to believe what was happening.
One of the kids, I'm estimating at being like 12 years old. Like, while this whole thing is happening, I am absolutely in shock about how young one of these kids are.
Look, man, you guys know here, we've heard straight from the horse's mouth. This is what they do. This is not like something like, put it like this. This is what they do as much as going to the mall. Remember when you were a kid going to the mall? If there was a mall in your neighborhood after school? Remember going to, even if it's a strip mall, just somewhere where the kids hang out after school. Carjacking is just as normal. They all know how to do it. They're all done it at least once. It's what they do. And they never get any consequences for it either. That 12-year-old's not going to receive any consequences for that when he gets caught. And he's going to do it again, and he's not going to receive any consequences again. It's a free crime. There's no consequences for it. Thanks to people like this guy. Okay? Old sweet stuff here.
One of the kids, I'm estimating at being like 12 years old. Like the whole, while this whole thing is happening, I am absolutely in shock about how young one of these kids are.
His shock quickly turned to fear.
As I'm fumbling, I can barely get my hands in my pockets. And apparently I wasn't quick enough, and they marched up to me and they put the gun to my chest. And the guy holding the gun started counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm like, just take it. It pulls out the key fobs. He's screaming because he can't figure out how to get in the car. I'm like, just pull the handle. Just pull the handle.
One of the carjackers got behind the wheel of Jones's BMW and sped off. His 2 accomplices got back into their car and did the same.
I sprinted to the front of into the store and screamed, call the cops. I just got carjacked.
Jones says police arrived immediately and early the next morning got help tracking down the vehicle.
And apparently, over the course of the night, BMW was able to work with the Minneapolis Police Department to track my car.
Police took 3 juveniles into custody. Jones says he is here to tell the story because he did not resist when carjacked. Reg Chapman, WCCO 4 News.
So far this year, an average of 1 car per day has been stolen in Minneapolis. Police offer these tips. They say stay aware of your surroundings. Take preventive measures like not carrying a lot of cash and securing the financial information on your phone. And if you are confronted, remain calm and don't argue.
All right, last year they told these people the same, something just as much, but 1 car per day has been stolen. No, carjackings are not stealing, they're carjackings. A car being stolen is somebody comes in with a screwdriver, breaks your window, then, when you're not in it and they hotwire your car or whatever, that's stealing. Somebody putting a gun to your chest and demanding your key fob is not stealing. And don't carry cash. Like, they're going to know you're not carrying cash. I guess you're just doing that for yourself so you don't lose it. So I guess that is good advice. Don't carry cash because you're going to lose it.